Hello guys, this is Toddy Waticles once again, and today we're going to be explaining about the PS3. Unlike we did about the Xbox One in the last video, this one's going to be clearly just on the PS3. Today we're also playing another domination game on, I believe, Nuketown, and I think I go like 78 and 18 or anything, or something like that. So if you guys want to just watch the gameplay, you can, and that's pretty much it. So let's get this started. So first we're going to go over the price of the PS3. Now it's priced at $399.99. But as I'm going over this, and I was looking at a bunch of other stuff, even though it is $399.99, that is without the PS Move, where the Xbox One is bundled with the Kinect, so you're actually paying an extra $100 for the Kinect, and you have to have the Kinect when you buy the Xbox One. So the PS3 is giving you that option to not buy the PS Move. So for the PS4, you can go and get a $399 console without the PS Move, which I think is good. But I mean, if you want to pay an extra $100, it is $499 for the PS Move. Next, just like the PS3, the optical drive is the Blu-ray and DVD drive, so you can still play your Blu-rays, you can still play your Blu-ray games, and all that kind of stuff. You can watch beautiful gameplay. You can see pretty much the same graphics that it was, nice and crisp graphics with the Blu-ray player. So that's nice. Next, it does have a game DVR. Clearly it's going to have a game DVR. It's a game system, so that's good. Now with the new CPU, which I think is great, it's a single chip times 86 AMD. I have an AMD card in mine as well. It's the AMD Jaguar with a processor, and it has a great eight cores, just like the Microsoft custom CPU. This one has 8 cores. Now, what I like about the times 86 AMD, it's going to be running really fast. I'm not sure what the difference between the Microsoft and the PlayStation 4 is going to be, but it honestly is looking really good for so far. As far as it goes with the hard drive, all of the hard drives in the PS4 is 500 gigabytes as of now. I don't know if they're making any other models, but it's 500 gigabytes just like the Xbox One. And the thing that I like about this storage compared to the Xbox One is the Xbox One has a non-removable hard drive, but the PS4 has a removable one just like the Xbox 360. So you can take it out, bring it over to a friend's house that has the same console, and plug it in, and now you have all of your information on there. Where the Xbox One is really going by mostly just cloud storage and showing stuff over cloud storage. But with the PlayStation 4, you can bring your whole entire thing over. And say your PS4 is broken or something, say the yellow light of death, if that still is in there, I'm sure they'll fix it, just like Xbox most likely will fix the red ring of death. With the yellow, say it were to get the yellow ring of death, you could actually take out the hard drive, buy a new PS3, I don't know, or PS4 off of I guess the internet or whatever if you want, on like eBay or something like that, and then plug in your hard drive and you'll have all of your data, so you won't lose anything. There is no external storage as of yet. It's still being determined if they're going to put some in. The Xbox One does have a USB external storage, so we're not sure. Next is cloud storage. The PS4 also, as well as the Xbox 360, both have cloud storage, which is great because you have the opportunity to, say you don't want to bring your hard drive over because maybe you don't have room in something like a case that you're bringing over to your friend's house, maybe you're sleeping over at night, and you want to show him something, you can just download that game right to the cloud storage and open it up on his PS4, which is great. I like that. I like the cloud. I have cloud. I use a lot of that for my iPod, and some of the videos that I'm doing here, I put in my cloud storage. That's actually how I got my cloud. That's actually how I got the videos from my laptop over to this computer. I put it in the cloud and I transferred them over, which is, I think it's great. I like the cloud. I think it'll be really helpful when you're trying to do stuff and you don't have to carry everything. Next, we have mandatory game installs. For the PS4, there is no mandatory game installs at all. You do not have to do anything. You don't have to install it. I'm assuming you can if you want, like I usually do with one of my big games, where the Xbox 360 is requiring you to download games, which is going to take up a lot of memory. But it is 500 gigabytes, so it's not that bad. But with the storage on the PS4, that is great. I mean, you have 500 gigabytes of just gameplay, and you don't have to install the games. And if you want, I'm sure you can. For the required internet connection, you no longer have to have that on the PS4. That was a big rumor that the Xbox 360 was going to make it, but they actually did have that, and then they changed it because they realized they were going to get screwed and pretty much not make any money off of anything. But with the required interconnection, there is none on the PS4. You can still play your single player games like you want to. You don't have to do anything. You can play your single player games while you're not connected to the internet, or you could do, I guess, local games like in Black Ops 2 without having an internet connection or anything like that, which is great. So you can still play anything you want pretty much besides online gameplay, obviously, like multiplayer. But required internet connection is great, so I like that. You don't have to use it on either system, but it's great that you don't have to. The used game fee, there is no used game fee, just like the Xbox. There is no fee to buy a game or get a used game from someone when you download it onto your system. They changed it on Microsoft. They were trying to make as much money as they could, and they figured the PS4 is what I think. They figured the PS4 would copy them and try to get people to buy it, but the PS4 did not do that, which I think was a smart idea. They had a better marketing strategy, but you don't have to pay anything for used games. You can just get a game from a friend, bring it over, and it's free to play. Anything like that is fine. Digital game sharing, there is no game sharing or gifting. I'm not really sure what that means, but I guess whatever. Um, of course, there is no backwards compatibility like the Xbox One, so you cannot play PS3 games on the PS4. Unfortunately, I mean, I would like to see that with the Xbox One or the PS4, but I guess they didn't do it. They must have had a different Blu-ray drive or game drive in there that wouldn't let that be compatible, or it was just going to take up too much space and they couldn't do it. There is new Crossfire game chat, which is, of course, you can chat with 2 people or 3 people or 5 people, whatever you want, in cross game, so you can hear people in the party and in game, which is, I think, is really cool. You had the motion control, which is DualShock 4. Of course, you have the PlayStation that's what I meant to say, or the PlayStation Move. They're both the same thing. Of course, you have the DualShock 4, which is also the same thing, pretty much. It's just a DualShock version. So nothing big there. Next, you have the second screen. If you have a PS Vita, which I do, obviously it's not going to be included, but if you get the PlayStation app, you can actually play games if you have them both downloaded on both your Vita and your PlayStation. For example, in the PS3 commercials and the PS Vita commercials when it first came out, I remember the guy would be playing MLB The Show, like, I think it was '09, and then he would just pick it up and boot it up right on his Vita, and you could continue the game. So say you're going to like a friend's house or something, or like say you're going to your grandma's house that lives like an hour away, and you're in the middle of a game. Well, you can just save the game there, bring your PS Vita if you have 3G, download the game right in, and you can start from where you left off. I mean, it's great. I think you can just start the game wherever you are and start to play it, and you have really nothing to worry about. You can just bring it and play like you're never playing. And then when you get back home at your PS4 and you go to check your game to make sure to say like, oh, I wonder if it's saved over there. Yeah, it's saved over there, so you can just continue from where you left off on your PS Vita. So it works both ways, which I think is really cool. The voice commands like the Connect on the Xbox One, there are none confirmed on the PS4. I would assume they're not going to put them in, or if they put them in, it's going to be optional. They'll probably have to download something, because it's not bundled with the Move or the Eye. So you don't have to buy the you don't have to buy the Eye or the Move with it. That's why it's $3.99 compared to the $4.99 of the Xbox One. So the voice commands are to be determined. So nobody really knows what's going to go on with that. I'm sure they'll probably do something, but you never know. The subscription service like Xbox Live, that's what it means. You have the PlayStation Plus, which is still, I think it's $50 a year, and you get, I don't even know what you get. You get random stuff. You get just like added bonuses or whatever. But you don't have to pay for anything on there anymore. You just don't have to pay at all. So I think that's pretty good. And yeah, so pretty much you don't have to do anything for right now. Like, you can just hop on and edit put your name in, and you'll be fine. You don't have to do any of that. Next, you have trophies, of course, just like the achievements, same thing. And then you have, for web connection, you have gigabit Ethernet, which is just regular Ethernet cable, and you get the 802.11, which is just the type of internet you have, and it supports B, G, and N. I believe I have N, or G. I don't think I have B, but it's just how fast your internet kind of runs and just what service you're on, which is pretty cool. Of course, you're gonna have the Bluetooth again, so you can just Bluetooth connect something up. And what I like about this is you have a headset. Say you have a headset that's a Bluetooth headset. All you got to do is just pair it with the device, and you can go right there. And I believe you can actually pair your iPhone to it. So say you're playing COD or whatever, and your iPhone's there. I believe if you pair your iPhone, you can actually see if someone's calling you. And sometimes when I have my headset on, I can't hear my phone going off or anything like that. But with the Xbox, with the not the Xbox, the PS4, you can now hook up your phone, I believe, and it'll pop up on the screen like someone's calling you. So, oh, say you won't miss a call anymore, or say somebody's calling you, can just look at your phone and they'll be calling you, which is great. Of course, it's going to have the HDMI out, and it's supported. It's 4K, 4000 supported, and the optical output. So this is a little bit different than the PS3. You still have the HDMI and you have all the regular outputs, but with this, there is not going to be a lock. I know there was sometimes there's problems with certain gaming devices, like recording devices, and they had a lock on them for some reason if you used HDMI. So I don't think that's going to be there anymore. Actually, it says right here, region lock. There is none. So I think that's great. I think that's awesome. You can just plug in like an HD PVR, and you're set to go. I mean, there's nothing else to do besides that, and you don't have to go through any weird settings or download anything on your computer to like block it or whatever. But that's pretty much it for the PS3. Thank you guys for watching once again. This is Tidy Waticles. It would be great if you guys would like, subscribe, leave a comment on the video below if you want to see any more game consoles. I believe I'm going to be doing the Wii U coming up next, or the new Ouya version of the Steam console, I believe it is, or some weird console. I don't know what it is. I gotta look it up. But I think that's really cool. What else is coming up in our channel is we are doing a zombie. Actually, today we're playing zombies. So we're going to be doing how long we can stay in the surviving room for how long. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.